gentlemen. My name is Prosecutor Abdul. Today we are going to hear evidence that the mayor's 5-year housing program is failing. We are going to hear evidence that the money that was created for the budgets for housing is not being used properly, it's being managed recklessly. And we have testimonies, we have okay, stand. I want to call my next witness, Archdeacon Kendall.
Hey, I'm Mike Kendall, the Archdeacon with the Episcopal Diocese of New York. And I would like to say unequivocally that this program has failed.
I know.
For testimony, I wrote a letter to the New York Times earlier this year saying basically that the city of New York has turned its back upon the poor.
That's true.
First of all, they've been throwing people out of shelters. I heard a young woman said that when she was denied shelter, they told her that she could sleep in a bathtub and put her baby in the sink. I heard that from her when she was denied shelter. The other thing is there is Section 8 housing that is available for people, and in some cities, landlords are not allowed to turn down Section 8 housing vouchers. And they have a law about it. This city, and it was reported in the New York Times, it's in my letter, this city will not enforce the use of Section 8 housing, which means that people who could have housing legitimately under the plan where they're supposed to, they're not getting it. The other issue that Picture the Homeless knows, and they've done a study, that there are many, many, many warehouse apartments. When the city auctioned off these buildings, landlords took them over, and now they're not allowing people to come in. They're warehousing them to drive up the price. And as I understand it, and this is something that's been gone on for 20 years, that the number of empty apartments, housing units, equals the number of homeless people. So how can you call this plan working? The mayor and the mayors before him promised that there would be a solution to the homeless situation. The solution is not a shelter. The solution is a home. And that is not what's happening. All you have to do is to talk to any of the religious leaders in the city, the ordained as well as lay people, whose churches are constantly being turned to provide shelter and food for people who won't get it from the city. And the state of New York has cut the amount of aid for soup kitchens in the city. So what's happening is that not only the city but the state are just moving away from poor people and telling them, go away, we'll make it good. But that's not happening, and people shouldn't go away. They're part of this city. And in the state of New York, in the Constitution, it says that it is the responsibility of the state to take care of its citizens, and that is not happening. So between the city and the state, they are turning their back on poor people, and this program, which they talk a lot about, is failing. And people are being treated in a very cruel way, and as you know, many of you who are homeless, the solution is not in front of us. The mayor has got to make the commitment, to honor the commitment that he's made, and the mayor must provide housing, homes for homeless people. That's what we want, and that's what taxpayers are paying for. So I say, as a witness, this program has failed.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Y'all heard that testimony.